everyone, it's Miss Chrissy. I have a new story of a saint to share with you. You know, I have really been learning a lot about the saints and enjoying so much a very rich treasure that we have in our church that I didn't know anything about. And today I wanted to tell you about Thomas Aquinas. His feast day is on January 28th, so that's coming right up this month. I'm going to read to you today a story straight from the pages of a book that I've really been enjoying. It's called The Stories of the Saints. It's a bit of a narrative. They've used some imagination along with the facts to make for a wonderful story that invites your imagination and helps you think and learn and grow for yourself by learning about the example of a story of a saint. Thomas lived in Italy in the years 1225 to 1274. He is the patron saint of students, booksellers, academics, theologians, universities. So if you like books, Thomas is going to be one of your favorite people too. As a boy in school, Thomas was so quiet that the other students snickered at him and called him stupid. And he was so big that the other students joked that he looked like an ox. One of his professors actually said, "You could just call him the dumb ox." But his teaching one day will produce such bellowing that it will be heard throughout the world. At first it sounded like the teacher was being really kind of mean, but he saw in Thomas something that all the other kids couldn't see because they were looking at the superficial and not at the heart. God looks at our heart too. Let's find out what happened in Thomas's life. So for the rest of his life, Thomas taught in a university, and he wrote book after book. He wrote about how people should treat each other, how wars should be fought, how the government should work. He wrote about the secrets hidden in people's hearts, why we do good, and why we do wrong. He wrote books about other books. And he didn't just write for other scholars. A teacher of truth, he said, shouldn't just teach the educated, but also the beginners. The biggest book Thomas ever wrote was about God. It was called the Summa Theologica, and he planned for it to contain everything anyone could possibly ever want to know about God, all the way from the creation of the world to the end of it. It was such a deep book with so many important ideas that it affected the thinking of people all over the world, even people who didn't believe in God. One of Thomas's most important ideas was about happiness. He believed that everyone wants to be happy, but nobody is sure where to find happiness. In his book, Thomas wrote about all the things that make us happy, from the love of our family and friends, to eating delicious food, to owning all kinds of neat things. But nothing on earth can make us happy forever, Thomas said, because nothing on earth lasts forever. Things break and change. We wear them out, or we use them up. So the best happiness, Thomas said, can only come from God, who never stops loving us, who never changes. He never wears out, no matter what happens in the world around us. But before Thomas finished his book, something strange happened. Another monk saw him floating in the air in the chapel. He was standing before an image of Jesus on the cross, and Thomas had tears running down his face. He was having a vision. In the vision, Thomas saw Jesus. Jesus told him, "You have written good things about me, Thomas. What reward would you like?" "Nothing but you," Thomas told him. After his vision, even though he was one of the greatest writers the world had ever seen, Thomas stopped writing. "Please," people begged him, "please keep writing your books." "I can't," Thomas told them. "Everything I've ever written seems like straw compared to what it's like to see God. I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about Thomas. Don't let what other people say to you or about you drag you down. Put your happiness in the Lord. That's a great message to hear. Take care until the next month when we have another story of a saint.